Welcome back to this internet. I go by the name Brian Bogev. Whoever doesn't know me, it's for the first time to come upon to this channel. Thank you for the returning subscribers. Thank you for the new views whom are just coming each and every day. Here I have one of the lady and to this market, and people they are not around over this road. But today we are just going to do conversation one-on-one. What is your name?
I go by the name Natalie, a student here at the Kua National Polytechnic, pursuing a course in technology, level 6.
Of course, I like your nature the way you are. You know, sometimes black people, they're always beauty, and they always say black people never cheat in Africa, Kenya, or in the entire of the world. It is true. Are you just happy when you look at your own self? Yeah. I like the way you are just speaking at this moment. And where are you just coming from?
Okay, I come from Bungoma County.
Yeah. Yes, Bungoma is large. But
that's not that.
What about what about when you gonna say
that is not important?
That's not important. Yeah. You found that we have between a donkey and we have also a zebra. Why do you find that when you're gonna be told that you choose one, that you're gonna be staying back at your home? Between a zebra and a donkey, which could you be capable of just choosing? No, you have just been told that you choose between a donkey and a zebra. Which could you be capable of just choosing in order for it to stay back at your home? A zebra. Why? Okay, a donkey is just useful. Reasons?
Donkey is useful, you know. Unaweza tumia donkey kubeba maji.
Yeah.
Yaani hizo wasiwasi za home.
Why can't you be capable of just choosing a zebra?
Zebra is not a donkey.
No, maybe. It's not okay. It is a wildlife. Okay, you can't be able to choose a zebra. But some people, some of the people like the Maasai, they do stay with zebras. But in fact, that is the answer which I was just in need of. Why? Why do some girls use some makeup, some other things to put in their fingertips in order for them to look beauty? And why do some of many relationships they do not go far because of such things? That's not the reason. What will be the reason?
The reason as to why relationships does not go far.
Yeah.
There are so many reasons.
One.
Cheating. Unfaithfulness. Si ati hivyo ya kuweka nails, kupaka makeup ndio inafanya relationship iende mbele. Things are many. Mtu tu anaweza decide tu ana break off na mtu. Like me, what me is a family.
Okay. The reason why I've just used a donkey and a zebra is this. You find a donkey is just honest at all, even if you're gonna beat it as how much as you can, always the donkey is the best one back at home. It is just a hard working. Nowadays, some people, they doesn't want to live with other people because they cannot be capable to be just hard working the same as a donkey. They only want to be jovial unto their life by putting some makeup, some these things in the fingertips. How do you call them? Tips. And then you want to relax and you doesn't want to take any, you doesn't want to be making any kind of a job. And when you see relationships of many people, they are not going far because you're gonna find a lady having some makeups, having some what that boys loves, but they are just looking after upstairs. Will you be capable of just helping that guy in future? When the guy gonna be just leaving and going to another places to work, will you be capable after looking her children? It is right. Why? You know, when you say a no, you have the reasons behind it. It's just a no. Why did you not choose to be having some makeup onto your body?
Because I like
Hello.
You like the way you are,
Welcome.
I like the natural me.
the way you are just created
Me-
by God. What
Joseph.
makes you different from the other people?
Me,
No, according to you, what makes you to look different from other people?
Just live my own life.
You just live your own life. There's some behaviors which makes you to live your own life. Maybe the way you have just been, maybe the way you have just been decided to be naturally the way you are. Maybe according to your mode of dressing. Maybe your dressing can't go with the same with the partner whom you have. Maybe someone can mislead even your life and not get to the dream that you are in need of.
I cannot say I'm perfect.
Yo,
Najua kuna si kama mimi ni mzuri kushinda hao. Like pia niko na my own. Kuna penye
I know,
sasa hivi jikombea. Kile mimi ndo mzuri. Yaani mzuri utafanya kujikombea.
I know that you can't be perfect 100%, but there are such things that you are just escaping from the people whom maybe you are just living with. Maybe you're gonna run away from other people. Maybe they're gonna be using such things that you are not using, and to your health body. You know, even your health status matters. What are some of the challenges which you are just facing as a comrade as you are just living far away from your parents?
Challenges ni more. Kuna kuinama. Like kuna siku unaweza jipata kabisa. Those are the challenges. Mostly ni hiyo kukosa food.
Na kitu ingine ni gani?
Kukosa food.
The guy, she is just saying that the challenges that she gonna be getting, maybe not having food in his house, maybe at times she gonna just be keeping herself to be busy in order for the day to go. You know, at times making such videos is not for entertainment. These are some of the facts which are just happening here in East Africa, Kenya. At times when you look at such things, it's not easy for a person even to live this life. And she is coming from a far place, even she is not having her parents here. but she tries to upkeep herself in order to live a good lifestyle here in East Africa. What can you be capable of just saying unto these people that are going to be watching this amazing video? You can't be able to tell people anything. Why? Okay, what can you be able to tell about the girls outside here? Everyone to live his own life. And why do you prefer wearing a white t-shirt rather than a pink t-shirt? White is a favorite unto you. Does it bring peace and joy unto you? Why about pink? And the pink is the color to girls. Pink is not your favorite. Rather than whitish, which color do you love again? Orange. What about maroon? Maroon too. Okay, thank you for being on to my channel. Guys, if it's for the first time to come upon this channel, please go and subscribe onto my channel. It goes by the name Brand Bogai. Today I have just met with a lady. We are just talking about the challenges that we are just facing here. And you're gonna go to previous videos and you're gonna see there's a certain also lady whom I've just done with her some videos, and you're gonna see if the challenges are just upcoming the same. And you're gonna be doing such videos each and every day, but not really daily, but some days. Feel welcome, feel back at home. Nice to be with you. I'm so happy. I'm so happy today. At times, guys, you know, these are some of the cases of the things that they do happen here when we are just acting as comrades. And this, at this moment, people, they have really taken their luggages and they have just gone back at their respective homes to assist parents to harvest some maize, and also so that they can have some food when they're gonna be coming back to this institution, so that they can be capable of just enriching their dreams at far points. Some of the abadenas, they have just been really closed because some of the number of the students, it has really been reduced. We are just expecting the next time we're gonna be having some new members onto this institution, and the institution gonna be seems to be as large as the number gonna be coming as in a higher point. Let me see this. When you see at this road right now, it's not as fully as the back days the way they were. And when some people, they have really gone home, some people, they also intend to close some abadenas. And some of the sadists in the market, they seems to be rotting in and out. And here we can't be capable of just preserving them in a fridge or in another place. Later on, some other saloons, they're gonna be just being closed until when the comrades gonna be coming back. The comrades means the students whom are just living around this place. We can manage our own business because see right now, some shops, they have just really been closed because people are not back in the school. You know, sikuchukui. And you know, some rentals are just being paid out even when the comrades are not back in school. And the parents, they are also suffering back at home because of lack of money, because of lack of other things which are not appreciable at all. At all over the business here, some shops they're gonna be open because of the little a bit some students are still here in school and they can't be capable of just comparing with other people at this moment. Looking at the stage of the motorbikes, also the motorbikes are not there because of lack of people, lack of customers, and that's why you see only some few motorbikes onto the stage. Some of abadenas around the school, they have just been really closed up, and you can't be capable of just comparing some of the people and other people. You only found most of the people whom are just selling, they are just comrades selling to another comrades in order for them to get a little bit some amount of money so that they can be capable of just returning to themselves and other things. Here we are. We're gonna be seeing one on one who is just sitting around here. Yeah. Zima tu radio kidogo. Dharma, let's see what's gonna be just happening. This is Kisiwa National Polytechnic and that's our guard around there. Here we are. You're gonna just introduce your own self.
Yes, I am Benjamin Varasa, Security Officer, Kibabi Kisiwa Technical.
Kisiwa National Polytechnic.
Yes.
Where have you just managed to come from until you have just reached to Kisiwa National Polytechnic?
So far, this is a very long journey from Nairobi, then Kibabi University, then here at Kisiwa National Polytechnic.
Oh, you have an experience of such places.
Exactly.
How did you manage to be served at the first time when you were just working?
It is different management, but how they serve people or how they serve officer security, it is normally in a good condition. The difference is that you might find yourself at a assignment whereby you can't access anything like meeting people, like meeting any food. It has a lot of challenges.
Those are some of the challenges which you are just upkeeping to be with.
Yes.
Okay, before we continue,
Yes.
we have this chakra.
Chakra.
Before it comes to be chakra,
Yes.
which company were you being before it comes to chakra?
Before I entered Chakra, I was in Salama Security Services at the Kisiwa National Polytechnic, like 1 month ago. It is now in a new management, which is Chakra Security Service from Kisumu, main headquarters.
Main headquarters from Kisumu.
From Kisumu.
What is the difference between chakra and usalama? Is there any difference?
It's a lot of different, a bit different, because in Salama Security, you are not having some operators like radio calls. You are not having like reflectors. So far, when we come on the side of night shift, we have the very well equipped material like the photon, also a radio call. And here, so far, we have the controller who is inside the Kisiwa National Polytechnic in his office.
Upon to you,
Yes.
Usalama, were they giving you food?
So far, there was being food, but a bit little. But at the Chakra, we have enough material apart from getting your private food. We have enough food.
Now you are just being given right now food.
Exactly.
Here in school, or other people are just being served you as you are inside here.
Apart from being here with the student, some our clients They are so appreciate our job. How we relate, it is different with Salama. We are now close. We exchange our stories, our problems. So they also appreciate. They also appreciate our problems, and they recommend our services.
That's that's great.
Yes,
According to you,
yes.
upon to this job creation, are they choosing about the languages which which are just supposed to be worked upon to chakra?
Languages communicating with the clients.
No.
Yes,
When they are just creating these jobs,
yes.
are they specifying the language that gonna be just working upon to this company?
No, no. There is no any language they choose. It is normally any language the client can appreciate, can respond, whichever Kiswahili, whichever our own languages. Like we have Merus here, we have Wakikuyus here, we have Kambas here, and we have all types of tribes here at the Kisiwa National Technique. So we communicate according to his language and according to his choice of language.
Okay.
Yes,
Upon that, you have also a family.
yes.
How do your family congratulate you when you are just working upon to this job?
This job with my family, they appreciate because I normally get food apart from paying their school fees and all services concerning to provide to my family. They always get the all services from this job of mine. So I am so well equipped and I appreciate. I have taken this to be my professional work because everywhere since I phone after school, there is no another job apart from this security services. So I appreciate with all my family.
You know, at times some families they run away because you are not nearer them. Why do your family just sijui kuvumilia?
Yes, yes.
Do your family just wait for you until you come back from your job?
Yes, my family is comfortable. My family is comfortable because they know the challenges of this job. This job ni kazi ya kujitolea. It is not easy job as people think. So it is a job whereby you have to keep yourself kama umejitolea. So my family appreciate and they are patient because hata it can't matter. I always even stay like 5 months without meeting my family, and we always communicate through phone. So they appreciate na wananielewa because it is a challenge job.
How many wives do you have?
I normally rely on my one wife.
Why? And yet God created more wives and said that they are just more, try to multiply.
You know, it is not a must that you have more than one wife and you multiply. Only one wife is enough to multiply.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which are some of circumstances that you are just passing through when you are just handling some students onto this place?
Come again.
Which are some of the circumstances which you are just passing through when you are just handling some students back at Kisiwa National Polytechnic?
There is a lot of challenges. In fact, these students of Kisiwa Technical, they are challengeable and they can't get the message clearly from the security. You may find some because one rule is that when a student access the gate of the Kisiwa National Polytechnic, he or she must have an ID card. ID card is the ID which she or he has to produce, and that is one rule for the school Kisiwa National Polytechnic. Fill your ID away school access, and then you find that so many of the students they come without that ID. So to understand us as a security, it is difficult. He or she normally think that he can access without that ID.
And how do you manage to produce food to your family, and yet the whole day you are just here at Kisiwa Polytechnic just working the whole day?
I know I always do this as on my salary. I always do my budget with my wife. Before I get the salary, nitakuwa nimefanya budget na bibi kuchukua percentage fulani ya kwenda chakula, percentage fulani ya kwenda school fees, percentage fulani ya kulipa mateni. Then we conclude the salary or that budget in good mood. And then you find that our life moves on continually.
The people whom you are just working with,
Yes.
how are you just cooperating to each other in order for you not to pass each other at a bad way?
Exactly, that is the main challenge in most of security firms. Security firms, you need teamwork, and the teamwork is sharing the ideas on various assignments, so that you don't leave your colleagues in a problem. So we always communicate through radio call, through phone. In case of any danger, you alert each other. That is one way of keeping your brother safe, and that's one way of sharing.
You're gonna be laughing and cheering with other people, but upon to their hearts, they're gonna be not wanting you to be continue working because there's a certain progress that you are just continuing on to your life.
Yes.
How can you be capable of just handling some matters?
That problem is there, and you understand your colleagues or you understand your neighbors. It is true, you may find that you are sharing the story with your colleagues when he is against you. So it is better to know who is this neighbor or who is this your colleague. You will not start sharing the ideas kama mchakutana pamoja mkashare kuwa na kitu kama meeting. And then when you continue staying with each other, it is the way you continue learning the character of your neighbor. So you will be in that capacity of sharing the problems or not problems with your colleagues, so that you know this enemy or these are friends.
At times you're gonna just tell someone maybe to represent you somewhere.
Yes.
Knowingly that this is my best of the best friends ever whom I have.
Yes.
After all, the guy is not going to represent you.
Yes.
After you have just asked her, why have you not gone to represent me in a certain job?
Yes.
He told you such things which are not sensitive at all.
Yes.
What are you just going to think after all?
When I come to observe such a circumstance, it is like atakuwa ananichimba. So when I come to observe or to discover such an instance, next time I will avoid. I will use another my colleague to represent or to save me in another situation. I will not use the same card because already he has seduced or amenisalid. So I will change my motives, then I will use another card whom I know that he can save my life.
At times you're gonna be coming back from your home.
Yes.
How do your neighbors take you as you are just coming back from your home?
Coming back or going back to duties or coming back to...
Just coming from home, coming to duty. When you are just coming out of your home,
yes.
Always your neighbors always sees you where you are just going to. How are they just taking you when you are just coming out from your home?
In morning hours, because I'm a day shift guard, in morning hours, normally most of neighbors don't see me when I came to my shift or when I came to my job. They normally saw me at the night or in the evening, but in the morning hours, it is normally not always, because huwa naamka mapema alafu na rudi mapema. So in morning hours,
You wake up very early,
early in
and
the
then
morning.
you go back late hours.
So mostly wananiona jioni, but they appreciate my job.
But most of the people, they know the kind of a job that you are just doing.
Exactly.
Why do some people do underrate about the security guards whom are just working any place elsewhere, looking at them as they have not been learned?
You know, most of people normally ignore this job, and it is not good, because like here, when I say that can you employ me with 5,000 per month, you will not make it. But here I am being employed by Jakra, whereby they are paying me even a little salary, and that amount is keeping me up in my life. So most of people ignore the securities without knowing that it's another part of the assignment, or it is part of the work.
And why do you find most of the children in the family, they are just being messed up when they are just trying to in the other parts of the job purposes?
Come again.
Why do you find some of the children in the family, they are just being messed up when it comes in the purpose of job?
You know, it is lack of job, because there is no job on this world. There is no job. So many people have been being educated, but being employed is difficult. So it is better to decide not to provoke or to ignore such a job, that because you are a learned person. It is better to do anything which can keep you moving on with your life. So even if it is a security, but it is part of earning something to keep up on your life. So I advise people that don't ignore jobs like security, don't ignore any job, so long as you are still alive.
And how are you just advising your kids back at your home?
So far, my first born is in second year Kibabi University. Second born, she is here first year. That born is in grade 10. Fourth born is in grade 6. My advice to my family is that let them keep up praying, because it is not even their wish to see their dad doing such a job like security. So I advise them that let them keep praying. In one way, God will open their ways. In my way, I pray that let also my generation be in good future. Asikuja apitie kazi kama hii ya security, because it has a lot of challenges.
At the times when you are just handling these matters of the comrades around here, and also when you have just done something, what are you just thinking of your children whom is in another part where you are not working to?
In my part or in my way, I always take these children who is students here as my children. So I always handle them knowing that I have my children who are learning somewhere, and I don't appreciate or I can't feel comfortable when I handle somebody's children here crucial, when my children there are being handled in good manner. So I always handle them like my children, because I am their father. Apart from being security, they are my children. So I appreciate handling them in good safety manners, like their minds, where they are being also handled in good situation.
The important thing that you have just come to learn in this life is what?
What?
What is the important thing that you have just come to learn to this life?
The important thing I have come to learn on this life is that know how to survive with different kinds of people. Because so far you will not expect to finish your life in your area. You will come across different type of people and you lack good relationships. So I have learned that it is better to stay in good motion with different kinds of people.
That's right. Doing in a conclusion, just introduce yourself once more.
My name, I am Benjamin Barasa. Came from Bungoma County, Chwele region.
Thank you guys, you have gonna hear the story of Benjamin, and this is one way that we are just appreciating each other, and we do dream that one day, one time we're gonna be assisting each other. Maybe it might not here, but elsewhere we might meet. You know, people they meet, but only hills they can't be capable of just meeting. I do appreciate the way you have just talked and you have just been open, and this is a learning institution of many people are passing through this place. Someone might not knowing something, might thinking that you are the one talking, but you are just educating someone somewhere.
Yes, yes.
And this is the reality.
Yes.
I'm gonna be doing it with you some of many episodes according to your work, just showing them on how people they are just bringing challenges
Yes,
and
yes.
other things.
Yes.
Thank you guys for just watching this amazing
Thank
video.
you so much.
Just subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Thank you so much.
Take me to 1,000 subscribers. Only few people they have really remained. If for the first time to watch this amazing video, just please subscribe. Let's meet in the next episode.
Thank you.